It's Friday, which means another all-new edition of WNBA Weekly, and this time, yes, it's actually being put up on Friday. Every now and then it comes up on Thursday, but then you have games that are on Thursday that don't end till 9 o'clock, so you can't finish the script until basically midnight, so it's Friday anyway, so you decide to just wait till the morning to record and edit and upload everything. Greetings and welcome to the Fan Perspective. I am your host Nathan Lyle here with another edition of WNBA Weekly, and here is what happened last week in the association. First of all, on Tuesday you had 5 games. The first one, Washington at New York. Despite a double-double from Crystal Langhorne, the Liberty were able to mount a fourth quarter comeback and hand Washington their 4th straight loss while these two teams switched places in the standings. Then you have Los Angeles at Connecticut. And Candace Parker sat out again, and Tina Charles had another double-double. But despite this, the Sparks had 4 starters scoring double figures and were able to hang on for a tough win. Interesting fact, in this game, the Sparks were 0 for 1 from 3-point range. Next, you have Minnesota at San Antonio. Danielle Adams had a huge scoring night with 31 points, and D-Rob was 1 rebound short of a double-double, but it was not enough to overcome an amazing performance from the Lynx, where 3 of their starters had 20 points. Lindsay Whalen had a double-double with 11 points and 10 rebounds, while Maya Moore nearly had a triple-double, 26 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, as Minnesota wins its 10th in a row. Then you have Indiana at Chicago, and despite the return of Delle Donne and a huge double-double from fouls, the Sky were not able to overcome great defense from the Fever, who were able to get back to 500 with the victory, 64-58. Then you have Seattle at Phoenix. Diana Taurasi was shut down, and the Storm had 4 players score 12 or more points, including Tina Thompson, who led the team with 19 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. And the Storm won the game 80-65, and during the game, a couple of huge injuries. Griner and Bonner both went down, and I wish I could tell you more, but I can't find any information on them. All I know is they were hurt at the end of the game, and I can't tell you anything else about it. Then on Thursday, you had 2 huge games. The first one, Los Angeles at Indiana. Both of these teams entered this game on a 2-game winning streak, and despite a huge game from Alana Larkins, who led the Fever with 11 points, 13 rebounds, and 6 steals, Los Angeles was in control the whole way, due in large part to Candace Parker playing in her first action since the All-Star break, and leading the charge with 17 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. And then you have Washington at Minnesota. Minnesota's Big 3 had 61 of the team's total points, but they fell just short as the Mystics had 4 starters scoring double figures as the longest active losing and the winning streaks come to an end on the same night in the same game. I honestly did not see that coming. In some big news that I found out just a few hours ago, it was announced that Cory Gaines was relieved of both his head coaching and general manager duties, and in my own personal opinion, it's about fucking time. I've never liked that guy. So after another incredible week of WNBA action, here are the current standings. There are quite a few games to look forward to over the weekend. A few of them are being broadcast nationally. For those that aren't, you can check your local listings, or you can watch every single game on WNBA Live Access. On Friday, you've got Chicago at Connecticut. Elena Delle Donne and the Sky head into Connecticut to face Tina Charles and the Sun. This game begins at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My preview is that the Sun won their first 2 games after the All-Star break and only lost their third by 2 points, which was to the Sparks, who are on a winning streak. This team actually looks dangerous right now. The Sky have dropped 2 in a row, but they had a tough stretch of games and Delle Donne wasn't available for a while. So as of right now, I wouldn't be surprised either way that this game could turn out. Next, you got Tulsa at Phoenix. Liz Cambage and the Shock head into Phoenix to take on Diana Taurasi and the Mercury. This game will be broadcast on NBA TV at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My preview is that the Shock are a scary team right now, and I can't comfortably pick a team that just changed their head coach. Next, you've got San Antonio at Seattle. Danielle Robinson and the Silver Stars head into Seattle to take on Tina Thompson and the Storm. This game begins at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and my preview is that the Stars have found ways to win every now and then, but the Storm have done so with more consistency. Then on Saturday, you've got Los Angeles at New York. Candace Parker and the Sparks continue their road trip in New York against Cappy Pondexter and the Liberty. This game will be broadcast on NBA TV at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My preview is that the Sparks have played strong since the break, and now, especially with the return of Parker, I have no problem choosing them over the Liberty, who are currently out of the playoff picture. Then you've got Atlanta at Indiana. The battle for second place in the East as Angel McCoughtry leads the Dream into Indiana to take on Tamika Catchings and the Fever. This game will be broadcast on NBA TV at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and my preview is that as the season goes on, the Fever keep getting healthier and playing better. I haven't seen too much from the Dream that they really scare me right now. Then on Sunday, you've got Connecticut at Washington, an Eastern Conference showdown as Tina Charles and the Sun head into the nation's capital to take on the Mystics. This game will be broadcast on NBA TV at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My preview is that the Mystics are coming off a huge road win against the top team in the league, but the Sun have played very well so far in the second half of the season. They both stand a legitimate chance of winning, so I have to give the advantage to the home team. Then you've got Tulsa at Phoenix. Gloria Johnson and the Shark head into Phoenix to take on Diana Taurasi and the Mercury. This game will be broadcast on NBA TV at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And my preview for this one is the same as my preview for that last one, because when two teams face each other this close, it's just hard to predict. So, yeah. Then you've got Minnesota at Chicago, a potential finals preview as the top teams in each conference face off when Lindsay Whalen and the Lynx head into Chicago to face Deladon and the Sky, as both of these teams are looking to get back on a winning streak. This game begins at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My preview is that as of right now, I've still got so many questions about the Sky, where the Lynx just seem like the better squad. Then you've got New York at Atlanta. Cappy Pondexter leads the Liberty into Atlanta to take on Angel McCoughtry and the Dream. This game begins at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My preview is that at this point, there are lots of reasons to go for either of these teams. I feel more comfortable choosing Atlanta in this one just because they are still undefeated at home this season. Then you've got San Antonio at Seattle. Danielle Robinson and the Silver Stars head into Seattle to take on Tina Thompson and the Storm. This game begins at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and my preview for this one is the same as whatever I said for the last one, because as I said before, I hate when two teams play each other this close because it makes it very hard to predict anything. So that's it for now. Tune in on Monday for an all-new edition of WNBA Weekly, and until then, this has been The Fan Perspective. I am your host, Nathan Lyle. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the games.